Other issues, pricing. We had talked earlier in the semester that there is no such thing as a price that's too high if people are willing to pay that, and I'm going to stand by that. However, if people don't have options, if it's not a voluntary exchange, then you can overcharge. The idea is if I really choose to pay it, then it's worth it, but if I don't have an alternative and if I want to buy my electricity from you, and I don't have any other place to shop for my electricity, then I could be overcharged because I don't have alternatives. I guess the Daraprim example from a couple years ago, it just seems like there's one every week now, where a company will buy an off-patent pharmaceutical that has a very small target audience and then raise the price ungodly. We just had that with the EpiPen, and recently for Daraprim, which was a treatment for a very, very small category of disease, and because it was unprofitable for somebody else to go into business manufacturing, even though it was off patent, it was unprofitable to somebody to go into business to manufacture a competing product. They were able to raise their price 5,000%. And it started a really nice discussion on pharmaceutical pricing. Another issue in pricing, an ethical issue, is the idea of slotting fees. In retail, it's not uncommon if I want a retailer to carry my product to pay a fee to get them to carry my product. That's called a slotting fee. Many times it's so much per store, and I can decide how many stores I want to get that product placed in. The rationale from the retailer's side is that if I put your product on my shelf, I'm replacing a product that was generating a certain level of profits, and so I'm taking a risk on your product, and it's going to cost me money to reprogram my computers to reset the displays, so it's justified charging a slotting fee. The other side of the argument is charging slotting fees reduces choices for consumers because products that might have been beneficial to them don't make it to market, they don't get a chance to buy them. Another issue in marketing is advertising. And there's a wonderful term in advertising called puffery. And puffery is, so you can't lie in advertising, okay? But puffery is where I exaggerate and everybody knows that I'm exaggerating and everybody understands that, yeah, that's what's going on. So for example, if I say, Bruce's coffee is better than John's coffee, then I need to demonstrate by what criteria I made that assertion, and somebody might ask me to produce the research to say that. But if I say Bruce's coffee is better than what? That's kind of puffery. There's no way to substantiate that claim, and everybody knows that I'm just saying that for effect. Yeah, we understand that, but when you make a claim, you need to back it up. So if you say 9 out of 10 dentists agree, you need to show the research. The way that it works in advertising is the Federal Trade Commission, which is the regulatory body related to advertising, does not monitor advertising for unethical behavior, but it relies on competitors. So if you have a competitor that puts out a misleading ad, then you would bring an action with the Federal Trade Commission against that misleading ad. And if there's a decision that, in fact, the ad was misleading, then the company that did the misleading ad might be required to make compensatory ads. So for example, many years ago, Ocean Spray cranberry juice made the claim that it had more food energy than any other juice on the market. And one of their competitors sued them that said food energy is calories. What you're saying is they have more calories than any other product on the market. So you should say that. And the FTC agreed, and then they had to run commercials saying food energy is calories. Sorry about that. I think that's all I got for today. We'll pick up, I think, retailing next time, and ethically because it's profitable.